this thing is turning out pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
From the last time we talked. It's
sure.
got to be exciting, man.
It is. I mean, I think, like you said, everything we talked about kind of prior to the season getting started and kind of our aspirations and what we thought we could do, it's kind of crazy to see it kind of come to fruition right now.
And, you know, number one in the country, it's really kind of hard to get your mind around that. Not that it hasn't happened here before, it certainly has, but what's happened in this program is almost unprecedented, right? In the history of college basketball for a school and a league like this to be. So what's it like to be a part of that?
You know, it's actually kind of crazy, and I think that I kind of looked at it. I told some people that I kind of felt like it was like Christmas Day. Like you wake up Christmas morning and it's cool, you unwrap presents and stuff, but then about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Christmas is kind of like just another day. And I think that's kind of how it was with the ranking. Like when we found out that we were number one, obviously we were really excited about it just because it's only the second time in school history that it's been done. But after about a day or so, it's kind of like, you know, you just got to move on and still have a large, you know, portion of the season left. So it was cool when we found out, but we just understood that we had a long ways to go to reach our end goals.
And I'm wondering, are you interested in the psychology of this? Because I know you have an interest in all of that, right? I mean, the psychology of being number one and now going into all of these places and having to play with the extra weight of that.
Yeah, I mean, I think, obviously, I think even before the number one, just being undefeated, we kind of had a target on our back because every team wants to be the first team to beat us. Then you add the number one ranking, and it just makes that target even bigger. So, you know, it definitely adds, you know, a different element to our opponents and maybe their fans and stuff like that. But I think we've done a really good job of just, you know, staying focused and continuing to maintain our mindset that we've had all year, which is just to keep getting better each day, each week, and try to be better the next week than we were the previous.
Nigel Williams-Goss is the maestro. He controls the offense with his decision-making.
And he drains the three to quiet the crowd yet again. Williams-Goss has been the answer.
And I know you know how good you are, but did you envision when you came to Gonzaga that you would have 30-plus point games, and now 2 of them?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't really say like I was surprised about that. I mean, I've had 3 my first 2 years of college, and so obviously I thought being, you know, a year older, a year more mature, like I said, just learning all the things that I had learned by sitting out, and then on top of the work that I put in, you know, so I can't say that I was surprised by, you know, a 30-point game.
But I mean, this is a team-oriented program, right? It's all got to come in the flow of the game, and so when anybody these days, I mean, not since Dick Howe and Morrison have we really seen a player, maybe Olynyk at some point in time, but to be able to go out and drop 30, especially on a team that is so balanced.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, and I think my mindset this year has just kind of been doing whatever I have to do to help the team win. And some nights it's a lot less than others. Sometimes Shimmick and Zach and J3 and Tilly are just having their way down low. And, you know, I don't have a problem just giving to those guys, giving them space and kind of playing off them. But in the game, you know, on the road in a hostile environment, you know, I kind of felt like I needed to assert myself, be a little bit more aggressive, and just do whatever I got to do to help our team get the win.
And I can imagine watching that game against BYU on their home floor and 20,000 people. I mean, that's a dream scenario. I mean, it's almost better than playing at home in front of a full house, right? Playing on the road when you're hitting those shots and they go quiet and you're doing this. I mean, it's pretty cool.
No, it's special. It's what you work for, you know, and I think as a competitor, and like I said, with the work ethic that I've always prided myself on, you work for times like that. And, you know, you come to Gonzaga to play on those big stages, you know, to be in hostile environments. And you just got to be ready for it, you know, when the time comes. And, you know, you just got to give glory to God that, you know, He allows us and allowed me to be so successful on a stage like that.
Nigel, I mean, you go back through history now in the NCAA tournament, college basketball. There have been other teams that have been unbeaten this late in the year. Others who have gotten to the tournament unbeaten, others who didn't. The pressure grows with this thing, right? It's going to grow. The attention's going to swarm. I mean, is it something that you worry about? Is it something that you think these guys are ready for?
I don't think I worry about the pressure. Like I said, I think as a competitor and all the work that we put in, this is kind of when you just got to draw on that work and try to block out, you know, all the exterior noise as much as you can. Obviously, you can't block it all out. But I just believe if we stay focused and like I said, we keep the same mindset, which is just be better next week than we were this week. And I think if we keep that mindset, that'll kind of take care of the pressure by itself.
So all of these individual accolades now that are starting to come, right? You're on the Wooden list, you're on the point guard list, all of this stuff. And everybody's starting to talk about Nigel now on a national level. Your thoughts about that and being focused on that way, Nigel?
I mean, to start, it's a blessing. Again, I think there's a lot of people who have the ability and talent to maybe be, in my position right now, but the opportunity doesn't present itself. Again, that's just a credit to God and, what He's chosen to do with my life. But honestly, obviously I embrace it and I appreciate it because I feel like I put in a lot of work in my off time. And I feel like I do deserve, the recognition that I'm getting, as well as our team, the recognition that we're getting as a team. Just because we work so hard, we stay so focused, and I just feel like the game should reward those teams and those players who do things the right way. I'm definitely proud of it and honored, and just want to keep this thing going.
A look